we are a music podcast, all right, and we talk
Yes.
about a lot of music, but we don't really review it like we used to. So I want to get back to that right now. I want to talk about this album that we both fell in love with right off the bat. You sent it to me, your guy, JPEGMAFIA. I want to talk about this album. I Lay Down My Life for You. So I don't really. You're the biggest JPEGMAFIA fan when it comes to games. Like, I will say that. I give it up. We reviewed most of his albums, if not the last one. We reviewed 2 of them, I think. So for this one, I went into it kind of not remembering, because I'll be honest with you, I do mix up JPEGMAFIA and Thundercat. I mix them up. I know you like them both, but when you tell me sometimes, like, all right, it's the same guy. It just sounds a little different than this guy. So when I put it on, I remembered immediately who he was. Definitely kind of funny. definitely with the slaps. But I'll say this, bro. I put the album on and I'm listening to it and I'm going through it. And the first, I would say, quarter of the album, like, what am I listening to? Because I didn't really know what the sound was. I mean, I got within 3 songs, the first 3 songs, I get rock, I get pop, I get R&B, I get, I don't know, techno, a little bit of Daft Punkish. I don't really know. So I'm listening to it and I'm going through it and I'm like, all right, I don't want this album to end. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, Kev. Because when you set up, I will say you do a great job of setting, like, yo, Peggy is talking. I'm like, who? Like, okay, whatever. So I get in there and I listen to it. I'm like, yo, bro, what is this guy is? He can't miss. He can't miss. Like, I'm just like, what is going on here? Now, I got to ask you the first thing. What stood out to you on the project?
Well, I mean, as a Peggy fan, like, I already know coming to these albums, like, expect to hear something you just never expected to hear. Now, this album, in my opinion, was a lot more rock influenced, which was a little bit of a turn. But all of his albums kind of find a base and build off of that. But, like, yo, he styles unlimited. That's sort of what just caught me. I was like, man, he just do whatever on these tracks, and it just works somehow. Like, and that's why I've always liked him. I'm like, yo, he doesn't sound like anybody else. Nobody can emulate his style, and he just continues to reinvent it. Like, he's got a signature sound, but he keeps reinventing it and fine-tuning it and crafting and honing it and just taking risk after risk after risk, and it just keeps working. I'm like, yo, this is brilliant.
It was 41 minutes. It was 40, and it was nothing wasted, Kev. That's the thing about it that I loved about it, though, was like, it was 41 minutes. It was only 14 tracks, but like, he was switching up the styles mid-song. So it was almost like it was like 28 songs. You know what I mean? When you're listening to it, it's like a whole bunch of little micro songs. But I'm gonna tell you, when I got to that daggone on, whether it's on and off the drugs, I'm looking for my count right now, how many times I listened to this song. Because seriously, Kev, it's 2 minutes and 21 seconds. I might have listened to that song for about an hour. Not back to back, but like total about an hour. That is one of the most soulfulest. And even the last track on there, I recovered from this. Like, he was talking to us, bro. Punch Jet is definitely, going back, and Drake caught some strays. Although I don't know if they were strays. I think it seemed kind of direct.
They were very direct. Yeah, they were very direct. But here's the thing. He's been dissing Drake for years.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it hits a little different.
He feels like he kind of like took the art out of the art form. Like,
well, I mean, that's the same thing Kendrick was saying.
Yeah. Commercialized rap or whatever. Colonized it.
This is art. Colonize it. That's, oh gosh, that hits home so much. But this is art. But like, my gosh, man, JPEG, if you see this, yo, thank you for one. But give us more. Like, I'm gonna go back and listen to his other albums again. And he talked about a lot of these things. And like, people be going through stuff. And even like, it seemed like he just recorded it the other day because he had a Amber Rose bar on there talking about MAGA. I'm like, she just embarrassed herself on national TV doing that. So that hit home. That was probably recorded like last week or something.
That's how it goes, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. If you like that, man, go listen to Scaring the Hoes.
Okay. Like, I want to check it out.
It's a very random album title, but hey, man, and the deluxe, fantastic. Go back, listen to like Offline, Hazard Duty Pay. Like, I mean, like, he's taking gospel samples and just flipping them and going absolutely insane.
Kev, he had was it? I don't know who was the soulful. I want to say it was SWV, but I'm not sure. But he had a soul sample on there, and I'm just like, and then the next song is rock. I'm like, what am I listening to here? Like, this is crazy. But 41 minutes. I did not want it to end, man. What's your favorite track if you had to pick one?
Oh man, probably I Recover From This.
Okay, that one was vulnerable as heck, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
he gave it up. He gave it up. But yeah, either on or off the drugs for me was definitely. If I had to, on a scale of to 100, grading it from a paper, man, I give this album an 89. Yeah, I give it 89. I'm going 90. I'm giving 90.
Yeah, I'll probably be like a 94ish, man. Like it's just
94ish.
fantastic. Like, cause the reason I would score so high is it's because it's one of those albums where it's like, yo, I can put it on and start listening to it,
Mhm.
and by the time it ends, like I don't even realize like that it doesn't feel like the album should be ending. It's like, yo, I didn't want to skip through any of this. Like we could start it right back from the top, and I'm gonna still be entertained, and that's tough to do for any artist.
Yeah, no, I agree. Well, it was when the 41 minutes got over, I immediately hit play again because I don't like when Apple Music does this either. When they play an album and then they'll end up giving you the next suggested thing you think that you might like. I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it played. I'm like, what is this?
It's always J. Cole.
Is it J. Cole? Oh, it is always J. Cole. You're right. It was J. Cole. It was J. Cole.
And it was J. Cole.
It was the J. Cole song I don't like about him losing his virginity. That was a sucky song. Like I don't like that. Mm-hmm. But all right, so yeah, JPEG, you see this. Thank you very much.